You are welcome to another episode of The Daily Shift with Abel Bernard.
Just imagine this. You woke up one morning like every other day. You pick your phone, scroll your phone, get ready for work, check your notifications just like you do every day. Life feels normal. Then suddenly the world shifts. Someone you knew, someone you worked with, someone you laughed at for being too churchy, gone, vanished, just like that. You went to check their WhatsApp message. Nothing is there besides what you had last with them. That casual chat you had with them was the last. Their posts, their calls, their presence, you didn't get to see them again. Then you realize, oh, this rapture had happened. You see, at that moment, the only thing that matters is not how many followers you had, or how much money you made, or how many parties you went to, or how many qualifications you got, or how many certificates you got. The real question will be, my servant, how faithful were you to what I put in your hand? Now, this calling isn't just about pulpits. What he put in our hand is not just about microphones. No, it could be farming. It could be engineering, it could be teaching, it could be raising a godly family or running a business with integrity. It could be you being in Joseph's position, you being Esther. It could be you being Nehemiah. It could be you being Daniel. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It could be you just being where God has placed you. Yours is not only be asking, did you do what others were doing? It could be you being in the wilderness like John the Baptist. It could be you being anywhere where God has placed you. What Jesus will be asking is, were you faithful with what I put in your hand? What he put in your hand is not what he put in my hand. He said, remember the parable of the talents. The master never told them what exactly to do with the money. They already knew its purpose, that it was to trade for his benefit, not for their benefit or for another master's benefit. One doubled it, another multiplied it, but the one who buried it lost everything. Yeah, same with us. You can't serve two masters. Neither can you use what the master gave you for his purpose, for your agenda. You see, in Paul reminding us in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 10, he said, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that each one may receive what is due for the things done in the body, whether good or bad. In context, for we in Christ must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. Now, what are the things done in the body? It means everything we did in this lifetime. Our choices, our actions, our motives, and service. Not just the visible things, but even the hidden ones. The kindness no one saw, not the one on the ground. The sacrifices, the obedience in small matters. That instruction he gave you. All of this will be weighed not for condemnation, but for reward. Paul deepened this in Romans chapter 12 verse 1 when he said, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. In pidgin English, Apostle Paul will be saying, I beg una, now God I take beg una, my people. Make una present una body, make una bring una body come. Now that sacrifice where God wants, now that living sacrifice where God don't say, na him don't use holy, don't keep am holy, as na him go accept. That one can go na be the service where God want from now. In other words, your body is not just your body. Your body itself is worship. Your body is the temple of God. It is that temple where faithfulness is measured. What do we do in a temple? Worship. How you use your time, how you use your energy, your skills, your words, your habits, that's worship. As a doctor, how do you attend to that patient? As a fashion designer, how do you make that cloth? Oh, he paid me 1,000. He paid me this amount, so I'm going to do it somehow. That's worship. Not just songs on Sunday, but daily offering of yourself to God. Your body is God's stage, not just the Sunday stage, but Monday to Saturday too. So let's be clear. If you are in Christ, there's no condemnation. So you see, the judgment seat of Christ is not just about punishment. The judgment seat of Christ is different from the great white throne judgment. So the judgment seat of Christ is not about hellfire. No. It is the bema seat, like in ancient Greece, where athletes stood after the race, not to be disqualified, but to be rewarded. Crowns, commendations, eternal recognition from the king. And you see those crowns I would receive, they are not for competition. They are not competition trophies. No. God rewards faithfulness, not impact, not fame, not wealth, not popularity. It rewards faithfulness. These crowns are celebration tokens, because in eternity we would cast them back at his feet in worship. In Revelation chapter 4, verse 10. So this is not just about living in fear or keeping score or try to be manual. No, it's about living in love and faithfulness. Has God called you to be in the wilderness like John the Baptist? Stay there. Has God called you to be an Esther? Do what you should do to save people. Has God called you to be a doctor? Save lives. Has God called you to be a fashion designer? Use that. Be a light there. Don't try to do. Jesus is not going to ask you, did I ask you to do what someone else do? No, he's not going to be asking you, try to impress me. No. He said, occupy till I come in Luke 19 verse 13. Trade with what he has already give you. Multiply it. Shifters, serve one master. His purpose, your beauty, your body, your talent, your gift, all of it is for his purpose. And the greatest reward we will receive is not gold or crowns or even mansions like they told you. No, it's hearing him say, well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of the Lord. So today's shift is a wake-up call, not to be legalistic, but to be intentional. Not to fear losing, but to rejoice in gaining. We don't serve out of guilt. No, we serve out of gratitude. We serve out of love. We don't labor to earn salvation. We don't labor to earn righteousness. We don't labor to earn crowns. No, we labor because we are already saved. And his love fuels our faithfulness. But one day, all this preaching will no longer be needed. No more podcasts. No more gospel posts. No more sermons. No more crusades. Maybe no more Sunday services. And all those Christians you mocked may not be here again. And on that day, even the ones you least expect, like the thief on the cross who found mercy in his last breath, will be missing too. The real question is this: why should you still remain here when the trumpet sounds? You say, believe it or not, whether you believe in gravity or not, if you jump from a 10-story building down, your bones are gone. The question is, why should you wait here to find out if the rapture is real? Until then, let's live faithfully, Christians. Let's love deeply. Let's serve joyfully, so that on that day, our joy will be full. And perhaps you're listening right now and you don't know this Jesus personally. You've seen him from different filters. You've been wounded and you don't want to even care. Please don't miss the next episode, because I'll be sharing what the gospel really is. Not what you might have heard, but the true heart of it. That may just be the most important shift you will ever make. Now guys, that's the shift for today. If you are not following, you might miss the next one. But if you are, you're already ahead of the game. Bye for now.
Thanks for shifting with me today on the Daily Shift. If this sparked something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it and make sure to join me tomorrow as we keep flipping tables and reintroducing Jesus in a way that makes sense. Until then, stay shifting.